are starting this with an Easter egg that can be found in Heroes of the Storm. If you load up the map Tomb of the Spider Queen and head over to the top left side of the map, you'll be able to see a gold jewel. Clicking on this jewel enough will cause the World of Warcraft character Harrison Jones to appear and take the jewel with him. After he climbs up the building, he disappears, but that isn't the end of it. If you load up the map Sky Temple and head over to the area where the boss spawns, you should be able to see a wall. Clicking enough on the top of the wall will cause it to break, and then Harrison will climb out of it with the jewel on his back. A flying carpet appears and he makes it out, but just in time, as you can see the spider legs trying to grab him as he flies away. These are two different Easter eggs that can be activated separately, but it is obvious that they are connected story-wise. Moving away from Heroes of the Storm and towards World of Warcraft, we have quite possibly the most subtle and yet most disturbing Easter egg on the list. If you head over to the Laughing Skull Ruins in Nagrand, you should be able to see this little small hut with a woman called Chal, who seems very protective of all the children that play in the area around the hut. The kids are walking around, sleeping, playing in the sandbox, or just staring at you, and at first sight, this looks very innocent. But then, when you move to the back of the hut, you will see a couple of cages with tiny children bones. What the story behind this is something that we don't know for sure, but, well, really hope it isn't what it looks like. Another World of Warcraft Easter egg that got my attention is the half-buried Statue of Liberty that can be found on the Eastern Kingdoms in the zone Loch Modan. It is fairly easy to find. All you have to do is head over to these ruins and head all the way to the back wall and, well, there it is. I'm pretty sure that this isn't the original statue though, since that one isn't green and also isn't this small. Diablo 1, 2, and 3 all have references to each other that for most people will go unnoted. Now in all three games you had the city called Tristram, and if you were to walk all the way to the right in the first Diablo game, you could see a bunch of cows just doing their own thing. Here's the funny thing though, if you head over to that same area in Diablo 2, you would see dead cows, and in Diablo 3, you would find yourself a cow skeleton. Now, this is something that you would only notice if you played all three Diablo games and have, for some reason, paid attention to that cow. But the few people that did see it will instantly get that nostalgia feeling of the first Diablo game. For number 5 on our list, we have to go back to Heroes of the Storm. If you load up the map Blackheart's Bay and go to either the left or the right coin camps, you'll see a big area with a shark stuck on top of it. If you were to use abilities on the camp, an animation will start that will free the shark. Now, don't worry, the shark won't actually hurt anyone, but it may catch a few people off guard and help you turn the team fight in your favor. While we are back at Heroes of the Storm, I also want to show you a little trick that you can do while viewing characters in the online shop. If you want to get a better look at them, you can click on them and drag the mouse to rotate them, but here's the funny part. If you click on them and rotate them really fast back and forth, they will get dizzy and have the stunned animation. Now, if only the prices of these heroes were a little bit lower, I would visit the shop more often. If you are playing the third act of Diablo 3 and have gotten a quest called Machines of War, you should be looking for a cave that is called the Icefall Caves. In this cave, you will find a reference to Arthas, the Lich King from World of Warcraft. If you roam around enough on the first level of that cave and you eventually come across this area that is filled with stalactites, and if you take a closer look, you will see the helmet of Arthas. A very subtle yet very cool Easter egg for the World of Warcraft fans. That was a World of Warcraft Easter egg about Diablo, but what about a Diablo Easter egg in World of Warcraft? This one is actually even more difficult to find, but we're going to walk you through it. The first thing you have to do is head over to Krasarang Wilds and go all the way to the very bottom island. On this island, there will be a hatch with a couple of skeletons and a stack of papers. If you pick up and read these papers, you can see 05, 15, 12, 12, 01, system failure. This references the 15th of May 2012, which was the release date of Diablo 3, and the system error is there obviously because Diablo 3 had so many issues at launch. This just goes to show that the Blizzard team, well, they don't always take themselves too seriously. Next up on the list is another great Easter egg in the World of Warcraft. It combines cute little animals with killer weapons. If you go to the area Kalimdor and then just a bit north of Thunder Bluff, there should be a small land separated by huge mountains, which you can only get to with a flying mount. On this island, you will find rabbits, squirrels, and rats that seem a little bigger than usual. Upon a closer look, you'll see that each of these animals carry weapons. They have knives, army helmets, axes, And there are even dual-wielding double-barrel shotguns. Well, not the type of pets you want to mess around with. That's it for the top 10 Blizzard Easter eggs. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up. Head to central.tgn.tv for more gaming content and subscribe to TGN if you haven't done so already. I'm Moxness, and I'll see you next time.